The Blue Diamond is just over a week away. It's a big race for the 2-year-olds, and here on Punters Inside Run, we're going to take an early look, get some early prices, get some early mail. And James Lamb from punters.com is with me. Lammy, good to see you.
Good to be here, Matty.
The premise of today is to find some value and bet now before we get to that final field, those final nominations. Let's start with the market order. Barber's our equal favourite at $6. Done nothing wrong, 3 from 3.
Absolutely hasn't done anything wrong. I would have just liked him to show a bit more of a turn of foot last time. There's a few hard luck stories in behind. Not sure if that's the right reference for this race, but the stable do have a terrific recent record in this race with Dormier and Liar in recent years. So yeah, hard to knock. I'm just not diving into the $6.
Yeah, Colts and Gelding since the turn of the century have won 2 of 3, and favourites have won 6 of the last 12. So Barber's right in it stats-wise. Equal favourite is still City. It needs a few to drop out to get in.
Yeah, and if it gets in, I think it'll give it a real shot. Form around her reads incredibly well for this. I know she's still a maiden, but second to Red Resistance, who then knocked off King's Gambit, and then second to Learning to Fly, who was a brilliant winner in Sydney last Saturday. Really like that form, and I like the fact that she's got a decent sort of bit of gate speed to put herself in a forward position early if she can draw a gate. So hoping that Steel City gets a run. She's the one I want to be on early.
At $8 at better is the third favourite, the Instructor, like Barber, undefeated after 2.
Yeah, undefeated, decent margins, not fast times though, and over 1,000 metres. So it goes from sort of slowly run 1,000-metre races where it's been able to kick away to a more high pressure race here. So I think it's probably unders at this stage, even though it hasn't done anything wrong.
We get out to $14 for Little Bros, a horse I'm pretty interested in. Second behind Barber last start. Looks to me that the 1,200 will be ideal.
Yeah, I don't think there should be such a gap in the market between Barber and Little Bros, given there was 0.3 lengths between them last start. They were both coming off a similar break as well, so both probably have a little bit of improvement to come. Look, if Little Bros draws a lot better than Barber on the day, there's no way that there'll be that sort of discrepancy in the market. So Little Bros might be a touch of value at $14.
And looking at some at further odds, we know the WA horse hasn't nominated. King's Gambit, Don Corleone maybe staying in Sydney. What have you found something as a roughie, if you like, at bigger odds?
Yeah, I'd probably put a line through Don Corleone and Charmstone, who were both disappointing last start. Don't know if they'll actually go to the race. One I thought was probably overs at this early stage was VC at $18. A colt who was an impressive winner over 1,100 on debut, and then went back to 1,000 metres, went from a good 4 to a soft 6 track. Maybe the wet track just dulled its turn of foot a little bit. So, look, it could be one that bounces back, and I don't think it'll start $18 on the day if we get a dry track. All
right, let's recap. Right now, let's get some value. What are we backing?
Look, Steel City, $6, not necessarily value, but that's the one I want to be on early. VC, $18. I don't think it'll start 18 on the day, Matty.
All right, head to Better on your app to find Steel City and also to find VC. Thank you, James.
No worries, Matty.
And thanks for joining us for this very special little episode on the Blue Diamond from Punters Inside Run.
If you're in love with racing, then you'll love the new betting brand for racing fans. With exclusive markets, promotions, insights and content. That's Better. Gamble responsibly.